What's good, everybody? It's AJ Zulu here again. In the previous video I talked a little bit about Lich Aghs and how it would be best suited against uh, heroes with a lot of illusions that can soak up the ulti's damage, or people with stuns that can keep the enemies in place for a longer duration of time. And so I would like to actually just test that out a little bit. So first we'll just have a test of Chain Frost without Aghanim's versus sort of a team with fairly tanky stats. I'm not sure why Enchantress here doesn't get any of the items that I placed. Let's just give her a heart, why not? Because this is a realistic build, obviously. I'm only gonna let one person hold heart, which is Bristle. And so we're just gonna test it out. So like Bristle will use Pipe, let's just say CK use ulti. Something like this. And then Enigma would like blink in Midnight Pulse ulti, and then it'll just bounce around, something like that, and it would end. Now Midnight Pulse is definitely a very strong spell, so I'm not gonna let Enigma use Axe, because having double Midnight Pulse is just, I would say, basically showing the power of Enigma over Lich. And maybe just now having the Midnight Pulse is not good as well. I'm gonna try that again in just a second. So let's try that again one more time. As you can see, in the first try the illusions took up most of the damage, and we'll just test that out again one more time without the Midnight Pulse, which does a lot of pure damage. So again, Magnus will pipe up and ulti in, and this is what it would look like. Just 10 bounces into 10 illusions and nothing will happen. So let's try again with everyone at full. And basically black hole, and it'll just keep on going. It'll just keep on going as shows, and since they're all close together, it would reapply that movement speed slow 65% at a constant rate, which will make it even harder for them to separate out as a result. Let's see if this works. No, whatever. So in our next test is for Magnus, and I'll think that Magnus might give a better result because it will put them all in a much closer radius of each other. Let's just, and then as you can see, they're really close to each other. I want to take this one out. So let's just say they're all separated, and then Magnus blinks in, ultis, and then 8, 9, 10 in like how many seconds just now? Like, since they're all like very close, clumped up together, all those 10 bounces basically bounce really quickly and dealt the damage really fast. So I think Magnus is like the best combo with them. Stun, 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 4, and like by the time the stun ends, they would have taken all the damage. Now obviously it looks like they didn't take a lot of damage, but that's like because of pipe and everybody basically has 4 5k HP. Like an accurate would just be Puck with 2k HP, but that's even while she has a pipe, reducing a lot of that magic damage on herself. I thought I took this one on CK, but oh well.
Prancing on.
Now let's just see when the Lich has Aghanim's Scepter, and let's just pretend here that Magnus has a Refresher Orb. Honestly, we don't need Enchantress for this. Like CK use his ulti and illusions, going to run in. Magnus comes in. Let me click on Magnus here. And then Lich ultis, it goes off, Refresher ultis, and it'll just keep on going. Puck dies and Enchantress dies. Of course there's like still Skewer, which will like keep them in a perpetual stun state. But the point that I want to make also is that with the Aghs ulti, just because it can bounce forever, and then with Magnus to make it bounce much quicker since they're closer together, CK ulti isn't anything to joke about. And if you would trade CK ulti with a Lich Aghs ulti just to clear the illusions, when the illusions are like really tanky, but like of course CK would like possibly buy hard and get tanky. Clearing his illusions that way with Aghs is a really good way to counter like a CK, for example, and also CK will have a hard time like microing all of his illusions to split up. As you can see, like just his illusion alone, he'll have 4 to micro. If he's dumb enough to buy a Manta style in this game, it's like how does one micro all of these away, right? So it's good, but under really small circumstances, for heroes that can keep enemies close together for a period of time. Enigma, Magnus, I kind of like. Axe is another one that comes to mind just now with his call. Stunning for 3 seconds is also a really good combo, but certainly not to buy every game. You're better off to buy Aghanims. Let's just say 4.2k gold. You can buy Glimmer Cape, 1.8k, and then you have Ghost Scepter, and that's basically already 3.5k gold, 3,300 gold. So you're left out with like almost another 1,000 gold to spare. And these are like 2 great items to have on a support Lich. Ghost Scepter, enemy carry can't hit you. Glimmer, you can save allies from spells or even yourself from spells. Magic resistance is quite high. Force Staff is always core, which was bought. Urn of Shadows in the early stages of the game is also not too bad on Lich, but he already has Tranquil Boots. But Tranquil Boots does not give armor, so buying Urn for the armor is not bad, even though the HP regen, even though you have Tranquils, could always be used on allies who might need that regen. Anyways, sorry if this was a little bit too long. That's all I want to, the only point that I want to make. I hope to see you guys later. Goodbye.